So about 2 months ago, I reacted to the first episode of The Legend of Zelda cartoon, and I honestly had a lot of fun with it. It's a really goofy show, and I actually learned a lot from you guys about The Legend of Zelda cartoon on the comments of that last video. So today, I thought I would put that new information to the test and watch episode 2 of The Legend of Zelda cartoon, Cold Spells. And before we jump in, hello everybody, I'm Nintera, and I make new Legend of Zelda videos every single week. So if you want to be notified when those are uploaded, consider hitting that subscribe button. Now, with that out of the way, let's watch the show.
This is the Triforce of Wisdom, Link. The evil wizard Ganon has the Triforce of Power. Whoever gets both Triforces will rule this land forever.
So that's actually something that I learned from you guys in the comments of the last video. So when this cartoon came out, the only Legend of Zelda game that had been released was the original. And in that game, the Triforce of Courage actually didn't exist yet. It wasn't a thing because, I mean, the series was so new, it was still finding its footing. So yeah, the show, just like the original game, only has two Triforces, the Triforce of Wisdom and the Triforce of Power.
Nice job, hero.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
Gotta love that iconic line.
Well, it's the first day of spring. Do you know what that means, Link?
Sure do. It means love is blooming.
Link is so thirsty for Zelda in this show. I do really like his iconic original Link outfit that he's got on. I really like that.
Good, because it's time for spring cleaning. This castle needs to be scrubbed from top to bottom, and you're going to help.
And isn't that just the perfect adventure we all want to see from our favorite hero, The Legend of Zelda spring cleaning? I would guess that the spring cleaning is not going to go exactly as planned, though.
I'll stand firm. I won't knuckle under. I'll look her right in the eye and lie. I'll pretend to be sick.
Link was all ready to go canoodle with Zelda 5 seconds ago, but as soon as she said cleaning, I mean, he came up with the plan pretty quick. He is acting it out well, but he did just see Zelda and he was acting fine then, so seems a little bit convenient, if you ask me.
Link's corner is disgusting.
Orderly ways do not make one brave, and neatness does not a kingdom save.
First of all, I don't know if I'm ever going to get over the talking Triforce pieces. It's just funny to me for some reason. I should have watched this show as a kid. I would have had a wonderful excuse for not cleaning my room. Just quote the Triforce of Wisdom.
Doesn't Ganon ever quit? Tell Ganon that next time I'll stick his head into the pile.
Oh my god, okay, I thought that was so much darker than it actually was. She was trying to make him smell Link's dirty clothes. I thought she was just suffocating him to death on that pillow. There you go. There's one more reason that Link needs to keep a messy room. In case Ganon attacks, then Zelda can use his dirty laundry as a weapon.
See? He's weak and delicate. He seemed pretty energetic a minute ago.
Well, seems like the pixie fell for it hook, line, and sinker, but Zelda might not be as convinced.
For me to clean out the castle.
I think the Moby and Ganon have the same voice actor because they sound uncannily similar. They both have that, very high-pitched squealing sound. It's good stuff. While his teleportation powers are cool, seems unnecessary to use them to teleport roughly 5 feet. But I mean, I guess if I could teleport like that, I'd probably be doing it all the time too, so can't blame him there.
This is
That's another power that I'd be using constantly if I had it. That would really come in handy.
Guaranteed to cure what ails you.
Oh, I'll take one. I have a sick friend.
You will soon be sicker.
Something wrong, dearie?
No, I just feel full of energy all of a sudden.
So I'm not quite sure how this is gonna pan out. I'm not sure what he did to that orange. It was kind of hard to tell. But I mean, it's a good plan. I just drink tons of orange juice when I'm sick, so makes sense.
Thanks, Sprite. So who wants to get well? I'm gonna keep playing sick till this stupid cleaning's over.
So Link isn't actually sick. So it's not like eating the orange would make him feel better? I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to give the ladies a reason to think he should be better by now.
Work, work, work. Well, that's what magic's for. Whoa, what happened? My magic has become so powerful.
I mean, doesn't look like a bad thing if you ask me. I would love to have that super powerful magic to just clean the whole house. Maybe not like that. Pouring buckets of water on my bed is not usually in my cleaning routine. Oh, so it wasn't the orange. He wasn't trying to like get Link to eat a poisoned orange or something. He did something to Sprite. Is he planning to like flood the whole castle?
I'm coming, Sprite! I should have stayed in bed!
Those are some good doors, keeping all that water in. It's airtight.
Ha! Now, while those two are distracted, I'll grab the Triforce.
Okay, so his plan didn't have anything to do with Link being sick, didn't really have anything to do with them cleaning. His whole plan was just get Link and Zelda out of the castles so that he could go in and get the Triforce of Wisdom. I feel like his plan could have had more to do with Link actually being sick. Like if he would have actually done something to the orange and then Link ate it and then Zelda had to fix it, that would have been interesting and had much more to do with like the established plot that we were already following. This kind of just seems like so far the cleaning and Link faking being sick doesn't really have anything to do with the rest of the plot. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out for the second half of the episode, but
The Triforce of Wisdom is mine! When combined with my own Triforce, it will make me ruler of all Hyrule!
his voice, I can't get over it. I'm so interested for Breath of the Wild 2 to come out and to see. I'm sure there's gotta be a cutscene with Ganondorf at some point, and he'll probably speak. I don't know. If he does, his voice actor is gonna be so important. I talked about this in another video about how I'm worried about kind of Ganondorf's voice just kind of not living up to how I feel like he should sound. I know that this came out far earlier than like Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and all those, but in those games Ganondorf doesn't, audibly say things. There's not a voice actor necessarily. I mean, he doesn't have like lines that he says, but he does kind of do like some grunts and some laughs, and he has a very deep, intimidating voice, even though we don't really hear him say things, just kind of like the odd noises here and there. And so I hope that Ganondorf's voice in Breath of the Wild 2 is closer to that than this one. This one doesn't make me intimidated, it just makes me laugh.
My gosh!
Laroon! My life! Do something!
Okay, that one was actually pretty good. Link and Zelda come in while Sprite is just being accosted, and they're both worried more about the room than her, and she's like, "That's great. What about me though?" That was actually pretty funny. I like that.
This is terrible! I caused all this trouble, and now Link and Zelda are risking their lives! I have to go help them.
No, Sprite, don't go with them. I think with, you know, your magic the way it is right now, you're not gonna be doing any help.
Ganon's going down to the underworld?
I know a shortcut.
This better be good. You remember what happened the last time we tried one of your shortcuts?
I remember it working very well.
The two Triforces side by side. Nothing stands in my way now.
I want to see the Triforces interact with each other.
We have visitors.
Oh! Some shortcut.
Did they just fall into the evil jar? Is that what that is? Is that Goma?
No, Goma, no! Reach down from the top.
It is Goma. Sweet. That's pretty cool. I do love how many elements of the game they incorporated into the show. I love, like, you know, seeing those Easter eggs. I mean, I guess not Easter eggs because it's based off of the game, but I love seeing those inclusions from the game into the show. They're very cool.
Sprite, zap the holding jar.
I'll try.
Oh, okay. Sprite's helping. I was worried she was just gonna be in there, like, causing chaos.
Zelda, Sprite, let's get out of here.
Wait, if we could get the other Triforce.
There, Zelda.
No time.
I'm not sure why she couldn't grab it. I'm not sure why she was able to grab the Triforce of Wisdom so easily, but not the Triforce of Power with them being right next to each other.
That's what you think. It's still spring cleaning time, and we're starting with my room.
But I have a cold coming on.
Me too.
Get
Props to him for
moving.
trying it again in the same day. So that was super fun to watch. It's very nostalgic, even though I didn't actually watch the cartoon as a kid, and I was born several years after the cartoon and the original game came out. But I have played the original game, and all of the sounds, like the music and the sound effects, are all so nostalgic, and all of the kind of the attention to detail from the game, having the same enemies, having the same items, Link's outfit. I love spotting out the pieces. I mean, obviously the show, the plot and stuff is very different than the game, but seeing the elements that cross over from the game into the show are very cool, and I love being able to pick those out. I do wish in this episode that Ganon's plot was a little bit more dependent on the fact that they were spring cleaning or the fact that Link was pretending to be sick. Like if he would have poisoned the orange or something, and then Link fell into some deep sleep, kind of like Snow White, and then Zelda had to go save him or something like that. It just seemed like Ganon's plot and kind of the B plot of spring cleaning didn't really connect. They didn't have anything to do with each other. So I feel like this is a scheme that he could have pulled off anytime. It didn't have to be during spring cleaning. So I kind of wish that there was more of a connect there, but honestly, this cartoon is just kind of silly and fun to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching it with me. And if you did enjoy it, consider leaving me a like on this video because it really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. It really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm, and I honestly just appreciate it a lot. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to be notified when I post my weekly Legend of Zelda videos. I would love to have you come back and watch the next one. And if you like hanging out with me once a week and you want to see me twice a week, I play D&D on a Twitch live stream. It's every Friday at about 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. So I'll leave the links to that in the description of this video. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Bye!